Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rachel. So today's video is going to be a monthly reset video. I haven't done one of these in a while, and so I thought I would get back into the habit of making them. So part one, we're gonna get some cleaning done. I need to clean my oven because I roasted a giant duck in the oven a couple months ago and it got grease everywhere, and it's a brand new oven and it's filthy and gross. So we're gonna clean the oven. Second thing on my cleaning to-do list is to clean the coffee machine. I typically like to do this every other month, and I think it's been a little bit longer than that since the last time I gave it a cleaning cycle. The third thing on my cleaning list is to clean my hairbrushes. I don't know if you know this, but you're supposed to clean your hairbrushes with warm soap and water. I think it's every other month. It's been way longer than that since I cleaned my hairbrushes, so I definitely want to get those cleaned. Another thing that I want to add to this list is just something that I've been putting off and procrastinating on. I have a houseplant that desperately needs repotted, and I've been putting it off for months and months and months, so I want to finally just get that done and over with. Moving on to part two, I have to redo all of my 2024 goals because I lost my job in January. I was laid off. So now a lot of the things that I had planned to do this year are not gonna happen. I need to look at everything I had planned and written down for 2024 and just rework some of it. A lot of the things that were going to be priorities for this year are no longer applicable, so I basically have to redo my entire year's worth of goals to fit my new life situation. Once we have all the cleaning and planning done for March, we're gonna wrap up this video with my monthly favorites from February. I'm gonna get started on cleaning the oven. So this is the oven situation. I'm not sure if you can tell how dirty it is in the video, but it's pretty bad. It was completely clean and brand new and pristine looking before I roasted that duck a couple months ago. This is a new oven, so I have never cleaned this one before. It does say that it has a steam cleaning option, so I'm gonna try to find the manual to figure that out. It does say that you're just supposed to place a cup of hot water there, and then there is a button to select steam clean. So I'm going to figure that out. So the steam clean timer just went off and there's still water sitting in that little spot, and it doesn't look clean in here at all. It did say that you have to wipe it down, so I'm gonna give that a try really quick, but it's not looking promising. Yeah, this is not coming up at all. This doesn't even really feel that warm, and this is just like, I don't know what to do now. I mean, there's just water sitting there. So this did not go as well as I thought it was gonna be. It definitely is cleaner than it was before before doing this steam clean. I ran the steam clean twice and then I just kind of wiped it out and tried scrubbing it. It's definitely not as clean as I wanted it to be, but to be honest, I don't really feel like putting my head inside of the oven and really scrubbing and going hard. So this is just gonna be good enough as it is for right now. I'll have to come back to this on another day when I really feel like deep cleaning this thing. So this is my plant I need to repot. As you can see, it's not looking very good. I've been watering it, but I think it's really just running out of nutrients in its soil. It's kind of hard to see, but there is a lot of soil missing. So just for like reference, there's probably like almost an inch to 2 inches of soil missing. I have had this houseplant for a couple years now, and it's one of the ones I have not managed to kill, so I need to save it. So I'm gonna take this guy downstairs and fill it up. I believe I have soil in the basement. I'm not gonna take you with me just because the basement's disgusting and we share it with someone else. So for their privacy, I'm not gonna take you down there. Okay, I filled it up with new soil. It's still not looking very good. I hope it makes it. I am gonna give it a little bit of water and then put it near the window to get some sunshine. So hopefully it'll make it through. I will keep you updated on the progress. It is now Monday, March 4th, and I thought I would share with you just a high-level overview of what my 2024 goals are going to be, since I had to go back and reassess them since losing my job, and also share with you what I have planned for March. So the first goal I have for this year is focusing on digital marketing education. So I broke this up into 2 mini goals. The first being that I want to complete the Google Digital Marketing and E-commerce certificate in Coursera by the end of April. The second goal is to complete the Hootsuite platform certification. It's my understanding that that certification program has a couple courses that take about 2.5 hours, and then once you complete those courses, you pay $100 to take a test and get a certificate for it. The reason I want to focus on digital marketing education for 2024 is because I do want to move into digital marketing for a career change. The second being that I think understanding digital marketing is important if you are trying to be a content creator either on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, etc. I also think that it's important to understand how digital marketing works if you want to have a side hustle or maybe sell something, and that's also something that I want to focus on later this year. The second goal for this year is to create 2 side hustle businesses. I'm not ready to share exactly what those are yet, but I am actively working on them and making time for them within my routine and schedule. The third goal is to exercise consistently. I have had this as a yearly goal for the past 4 years now, and I still have not been able to completely achieve it. I really struggle with exercising consistently and making it a habit. I think part of the reason for this is because I get bored easily, but I really just haven't found a routine or an exercise or some sort of system that works for me yet. I have a lot of thoughts on this and I could just make a whole other video about it, but for today we're not going to go down that rabbit hole. So for March, I just want to focus on going on a 10-minute walk at lunch every single day. I also want to make a habit of taking a daily morning walk as soon as I wake up. So I'm hoping by the end of March, I can at least be walking in the morning once a week. So now I'm going to jump into the content creation social media goals. So the first one is to be monetized on YouTube by the end of the year. I don't have a lot of control over whether I get monetized or not. It's not up to me how many people subscribe or how long my watch hours are. So the only thing that I can do is make sure that I'm posting consistently. So for me, that's going to be once a week. Make sure that I'm making good quality content, getting better at my craft, making better thumbnails, and making better intros. I also want to focus on short form content this year. I have not done much with Instagram Reels, TikTok, or Shorts. So for this year, I would like to at least post one short form video a week. The content creation goals for March are to publish 4 short form videos, and I make one video and then I post that on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. The second goal for March is to publish this March reset routine that I'm currently filming. I also want to publish a spring reset decorate with me video. After that, I would like to publish a self-care day vlog. And the last video I plan on publishing in March is the episode 3 of the Unemployment Diaries series. So that wraps up a high-level overview of the goals I'm going to be working towards this year and in March. The last couple years, I have put a lot of different goals and plans and mini goals and habits into my goal planner, and it just seemed to be too overwhelming. And right now, with my current job situation and trying to find a job or trying to form my own business and make my own money, become my own boss, I don't want to spread myself too thin. So that's why I'm really only concentrating on the top priorities and a couple goals this year. We are going to wrap up this video with monthly favorites. So the first category is food, and I do have quite a few favorites from this month. First is going to be healthy lunch bowls. Recently, my boyfriend Kevin has expressed an interest in eating healthier and stop getting takeout for lunch. So I decided to come up with a healthy meal plan system. So the formula I've come up with to create a healthy meal for lunch or dinner for the week is to pick a protein source, a carb or starchy vegetable, a regular vegetable, and then some greens, and then maybe add like a sauce or a dressing and nuts or seeds. That's how I've been meal planning for the last couple weeks, and it's been fun. There's so many different combinations that I want to try, and I have so many different ideas. So I'm looking forward to carrying that on into March as well. Next favorite food item was the heart-shaped pizza that Kevin made me for Valentine's Day. So every Wednesday is grocery night, and after we come back from groceries, we also make pizza. We get the ancient grain pizza dough from Whole Foods and just make a white pizza. We also typically like to have an Olipop and then watch The Curse of Oak Island or another TV show when that show isn't on. Early in February, I made an avocado citrus salad, and it is so good. I've made this before and Kevin actually requested this. It's only good for 1 or 2 days because you have to peel and slice all the citruses, but it's delicious. It has a shallot vinaigrette dressing on top. It's just so good. I put molten flaky sea salt on top of it, and it's just chef's kiss. I love it. It's one of my favorite recipes for in the winter. Last item on my favorite foods, beverages for the month of February is cold brew. Since it has started getting warmer, I have definitely been craving cold brew. So I tried one of the cookie crumble cold brews from Starbucks. I had a lavender cold foam cold brew from a local coffee shop. I also ordered the Atomic Coffee Roasters cold brew blend. Sorry, that was a bit of a tongue twister. So I can make cold brew at home, and I think I am going to make that in one of my upcoming vlogs for the month of March. Moving on to the next category is TV shows and movies. I started rewatching Ugly Betty, which came out, I think, back in 2007. I just love this show. It's so funny. Believe it or not, I really love Betty's style, even though she gets made fun of for it the entire show. She has these bright colors and wild prints, and sometimes her outfits, I'm just like, what is she wearing? And then other times I'm just like, oh my god, I want that. And Kevin actually started watching it with me. He's never seen it before and he thinks it's hilarious. So now I can't watch it on my own. I have to wait for him to be home to watch it because he gets mad at me if I start watching it without him. I am towards the end of the 3rd season, so there's only one more season left, which is disappointing. And I actually saw on the internet that America Ferrera still wants to do an Ugly Betty reunion or reboot, and I would absolutely love to see that. I think her performance in Barbie kind of re-sparked the idea of doing an Ugly Betty reboot, and apparently the other cast members would love to do like a reunion show as well. So that would be kind of cool if they did that. But yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites from this month. Within the past week, I've recently started watching Dynasty again. I watched the first couple episodes and I couldn't really get into it, but I gave it a second try and it seems to be a little bit more interesting as the first season went along. So that's another one that I've been watching this month as well. Next category in the monthly favorites is books. I did read 2 books this month. My absolute favorite is Nettle and Bone by T. King Fisher. Nettle and Bone is about a third-born, coven-raised, embroidering-loving princess named Mara, and she decides to take fate into her own hands when she discovers that this evil prince has been abusing her sister. To be honest, he's kind of giving Joffrey Baratheon vibes, so yeah, not a good guy at all. She decides that in order to save her sister from death or further abuse from the hands of the prince, that she is going to kill him. So she enlists the help of a graveyard witch called a Dustwife and her demonic chicken, which is one of my favorite parts of the book. She also enlists the help of her godmother, a dog made out of bones that she resurrected, and a knight that she saved at a goblin fair. So it has lots of fairy tale fantasy vibe. I personally really love the quirkiness of the demonic chicken because it rode on the staff of the graveyard Dustwife witch, and my mom raises chickens, so I don't know, it just for some reason it just made me think of my mom. Not that she is demonic chickens or anything. There is a slight, just a ever so slight tinge of romance. I really appreciated that they did not turn it into a big romantic fantasy. I thought that this book would make a really, really good movie, so I hope that maybe at some point someone goes to the author and asks for the movie rights, because I think it would be a really, really good movie. I also want to share some of my favorite purchases from February as well. First one being coffee from a roaster I recently discovered. The roaster is called Just Coffee Co-op. This is the second roast that I have had from them. The first roast I tried was really good and this one was even better, so I definitely want to keep trying different roasts from this brand, but if you're looking to try a different coffee, I definitely recommend this one. 2 other of my favorite purchases are thrift finds. For Galentine's Day, we went to brunch and went thrifting. I found this cute small vintage purse, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, that is so me, so I got that. I also picked up 2 miniature portraits of these fancy looking ladies that I'm gonna hang up in my bedroom. So last category in monthly favorites is just activities, memories. So this month I got to see a lot of my friends. We went to Galentine's, brunch, and thrifting. That was a really great time. I got to see one of my friends that I haven't seen in a couple years. I also recently had breakfast with one of my friends that I haven't seen since October, so it was good to catch up with him as well. I've also really been enjoying the warm weather. I've been going on walks. I walked to the coffee shop, had a little solo coffee date. That was nice. Spring flowers are starting to bloom. I noticed that tulips and daisies were sprouting and coming out of the ground in some of my neighbors' gardens. So just in general, I've really been enjoying the spring weather that's slowly coming our way. That wraps up our March monthly reset video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what your plans are for March, what your goals are, and if you're looking forward to spring. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching and supporting my channel. I look forward to connecting with you in the next video.